What's good, me boys? As promised, some fresh information about the absolute next set, Panini Select. What do we know about these select cards? When are they coming out? What's the price gonna be looking like? Talk to me about the Panini Select. I'm stoked.
Yeah, no, super pumped about these. A lot of these cards, they look absolutely beautiful. And so far, just a few cards that have been leaked. The images, I'm a big fan of. I mean, they have Nate Diaz doing the classic Stockton slap to Conor McGregor. You know that's going to be a chase card. So very pumped on that. But yeah, it's coming out July 2nd. Hopefully, it does not get delayed at all. But as from what I've seen online, the set date is July 2nd.
July 2nd, so about a month out. And this, select box has some pretty interesting stuff, right? The tie-dye prisms, the zebra parallels, the global icons of the specifics to this select box. Which one are you looking forward to the most?
Yeah, probably, man, those the zebra prints, the zebra parallel and the tie dye parallel, probably gonna be my favorite. Tie dye is similar to the Mojo, and then the zebra is gonna be kind of similar to the Color Blast for prisms. If you looking for kind of a comparison, and then there's the octagon side silver prisms, which will be very similar to like value wise and rarity. As the octofractors from the octagon prisms in the Prism set. But yeah, so I'm very pumped on those three. But man, I'm just a fan of the art so far. I mean, you got Khabib chest kicking Gaethje. I can't wait to see what other pictures they take from what events and all that.
Yeah, that card is absolutely beautiful. We chose that one for a reason, right? Because that card looks absolutely gorgeous. That Khabib kicking Justin one. I'm a big fan of the global icons that in the release there it shows the Wei Li Zhang global icon card, and with the flag in the background. I don't know. I think that they're gonna produce some pretty cool looking cards for those ones. And then I also saw there's a Brock Lesnar appearance and the inclusion of more relics. Any thoughts on these relics coming out in this select box, and the fact that they snuck old Brock in there?
Yeah, no, it's so awesome they're bringing Brock back to the show. That would be crazy if he started fighting again. There's no way that's happening, but I love that they're giving him, some notoriety in this set. So I know that people they're trying to. It seems that Panini's doing a good job. They're going with all these new fun like the tie dye and the zebras, and then you have like you were talking about the global icons. I think that's going to be a home run for a lot of countries. People, not just America, watches UFC. All the countries are watching it. There are events everywhere. Basketball and baseball, it's just in America, really, for the MLB. So it's really cool to see that. And then you have the grappler select and the striker select. I think those will be the lackluster of the inserts, but there's probably some pretty cool ones. But yeah, the auto and the auto relics, those are going to be the big chase cards. Aside from the tie dye and the zebra print. But yeah, I think it'd be really cool, especially with these relics, if they tell you where the relic is from. I know top sets they would say this is from UFC event, this is a worn clothing, etc. So I really hope on the back or somehow or somewhere they say this is the glove of Jorge Masvidal when he threw the flying knee and knocked out Ben Askren or something. And with his autograph, man, that is an absolute home run. Very excited to see who else is on that list. Checklist hasn't been dropped, but we're gonna keep you guys up to date when that comes up, and we'll break that down too.
For sure. And is the relic demand for UFC cards any different than it is in, say MLB or NBA? Like it seems like, these relic pieces, as far as like within the UFC card community specifically, are pretty sought after. Have you noticed that too? Is there any difference between the relic UFC card market and other sports?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think what it is, you have the relic piece. People still like relics in other sports, but just I don't think it's as valuable as the UFC community values it because, I mean, it says glove worn relic. That's the one that where he punched out, Gaethje knocked out whoever it was, right? Like for that specific event. You have baseball, it's like, oh, the catcher's cleat. Like there's not like an amazing, they don't really back up like this was the event.
Sure.
He did this amazing feature. The usually the relic pieces do, and they give a story, so it makes it more memorable. If you're a big fan of that event, UFC 250, all that stuff. People they like that, and it gives them nostalgia, and so they tend to collect those because maybe they were there or they saw the knockout or that's their favorite thing. So they do tend to go for more from what I've seen than other sports.
Yeah, I thought that was super interesting too, and I'm very excited to see what relics they sneak in this select box for sure. We were scoping some prices, and you and I both were hoping that these select prices might be a little bit less than the kind of, I don't want to call it crazy, but pretty out there Prism hobby box price that has been staying where it is, but pretty much consistent with select as well. The prices looks like it's around $1,000 for another hobby box. You can pre-order them still, but the pipe dream of getting them for 500, $600 seems to be just that, just a pipe dream. So uh, a little bit of a buzzkill there, but nonetheless, definitely going to be some hot product within these select boxes for sure. Any last
Absolutely.
thoughts on these select? I can't believe we're already, we're in July. The selects are coming out. The Prism chapter is wrapping up here. This thing's just moving along.
Yeah, no, and Select's gonna be a real big home run. They have it July 2nd, right before the Connor fight. I mean, they couldn't have picked a better date to build the hype and the excitement for that event. But yeah, the hobby box coming out July 2nd. It's got 5 cards per pack, 12 packs per hobby box, 12 boxes per case. So it's less than Prism. Prism was just 12 cards
Yeah.
per pack, but there's still 12 packs. And the reason is because the relics. That is my guess. They're gonna be a thicker stock, and maybe they go for a juicier price because they're going, yeah, for about 900 is the cheapest I've seen for pre-orders. Now on release it might be a lot less, I don't know. It could be $600 on the release date on Panini, but it's gonna be hard to get. Last time it sold out in seconds. Bots are on there. It's very hard to compete with the bots nowadays, it seems. But I think I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to pay the 900. I'm going to see how it is, and I'm going to be snagging singles if I can't get a little juicier price around the 600 to 800 range. But yeah, I still see singles still being the way to go. But I hope I can get some product to rip for you guys potentially. I know we just got some retail blasters, and we're actually ripping that soon. So stay tuned, and we'll give you guys updates on that.
Yeah, for sure. Cannot wait for that. We'll figure out a way to, get our hands on some select, and we'll figure out a way to start ripping these blasters because, as you mentioned, we got a couple Prism blasters coming, so we're gonna rip for the channel and see what's good. Maybe a little pack battle for sure. So appreciate you guys checking out these card vids. Hopefully you're as excited for this select drop as we are, and obviously next weekend, plenty of bangers. Jairzinho Rosenstruik versus Augusto Sakai. It's one of those low-key stacked cards, so make sure to come back next week. Check out our breakdowns of those bangers.
Yep.